Hi, I'm your kid critic Jack Mooney, and welcome to the Jack Mooney Show. And in today's video, we are taking a look at some Oscar predictions. And of course, the first movie I'm going to talk about is the critically acclaimed A Star Is Born. It's a remake, they've done it a couple times before, so I thought I'd start with this because this is at the top of people's lineups right now. As it stands in the race currently, I think this is going to win Best Picture unless there are any huge shakeups. But I think it's pretty obvious at this point that the Academy loves movies about the industry, music, film. And I think they're going to give it to this one. And the performances are good too. Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga do a great job in the film. I have seen it. It's not my favorite as a picture itself, but from a performance viewpoint, I think it is pretty good. So yeah, not my choice to win Best Picture, but as it stands right now, like I said, this is the number one film, and a lot of people are thinking that Bradley Cooper could take home the Oscar for actor and director. Lady Gaga could take actress. Sam Elliott could take supporting actor. So it has a lot that it could do and play with when award season starts getting into huge momentum. But like I said, as it stands right now, this is at the top of the pack. Um, and I've heard a lot of critics saying, "Oh, there really isn't a number one movie right now," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's this. It obviously is this." And yeah, A Star Is Born. People love it, critics love it. I just didn't love it. It's okay. It's okay. It's not my favorite. There's better movies out there right now. So that's A Star Is Born. So if there's one other movie that I think has a chance against A Star Is Born, I would say that that's Green Book. This movie kind of snuck up on people's radars as soon as it won the People's Choice Award at the Toronto International Film Festival, which I honestly thought was going to go to A Star Is Born, but I guess this took an upset. But I shouldn't say that because I haven't seen the movie yet, but I want to. It comes out around Thanksgiving. But I think this looks like an important film, especially in today's times. Um, and it looks like it has great performances. Mahershala Ali seems to be giving a standout performance. I think he's at the top of the supporting actor predictions right now. Viggo Mortensen looks like he's giving another great role, definitely in consideration for Best Actor. And who would have thought that Peter Farrelly, the director of Dumb and Dumber 2, would be making a film about racism in music? It's unbelievable, and I'm very proud of him for branching out of silly comedy and going to a very serious and timely film. So I think the film looks great. It has a great chance of winning lots of awards, maybe even just getting nominated and not winning, but that's Green Book. I'm very excited, and yeah, could win screenplay though. So if you want my pick for Best Picture currently, that would be First Man. Um, and, obviously, because it's from Damien Chazelle, the director of Whiplash and La La Land, and he has just outdone himself again. It is such a real and human film. It has a great soundtrack, great cinematography, great visual effects, great performances. I think Ryan Gosling has once again given a brilliant and grounded performance. There's this scene where he's upset over the death of his daughter, and he just sits at his table and cries. And it's these like little subtle and emotional things throughout the film that really make for it. And yes, there is the space scenes, which are epic. The sound is great. The lighting, it's just like, as a film fan, it's incredible. But it's the film as a whole. It's well written. It's well directed. It's well acted. Everything is going for it. It's a brilliant film. It's perfect in every way. This deserves to win this picture, and I thought I'd bring it up because it is a high contender, and it's not making a lot of money at the box office. So go see it. It's brilliant. It's really good. So unlike the other three, which people are of course talking about, I'm going to bring up a movie that, obviously is a contender, but nobody's really, you know, talking about how good this movie's going to be, and that's Vice. And I think people aren't talking about it because nobody's seen it yet. But when it does come out in December, I think that everybody's going to be talking about this. It's from the director of The Big Short, Adam McKay. He did like Step Brothers and Talladega Nights, so of course it's going to be great. And it has a great cast: Amy Adams, Christian Bale, Steve Carell. This movie looks incredible. It looks funny. It looks important. It's about Dick Cheney. Once again, a very current film for people to watch, and I'm just really excited for it. And I think, not only from a performance perspective, but from a screenplay too. I think that this could do very well at the Academy Awards, and people are underestimating it because they haven't seen it. I think it's going to be huge, and people are going to love it, and it's going to be a big contender. So people really need to start talking about this movie because it looks great, it looks funny, and it looks important too. So, yeah, I can't wait for Vice. So I'm going to sound crazy right now because I have hated Clint Eastwood's last three movies: American Sniper, Sully, and The 15 to 17 to Paris, which probably is the worst movie of this year. But, when this trailer came out, it was in front of A Star is Born. I was like, whoa, this actually looks kind of good. And, to be honest, I probably will be wrong because Clint has proven us wrong in the past when we think something looks good. But this one looks special. It's got Andy Garcia, Bradley Cooper, of course, Clint Eastwood, Diane Wiest, and it looks like Clint Eastwood's going to be going out with a bang, and this might be his final film. Definitely, it's his last performance, his most recent performance in 6 years. So I think he's going to be doing something really special, and the Academy might recognize that from a directing and performance standpoint, even picture. So this just looks really interesting, and I think people are kind of ignoring it, but then when it comes out, it's going to be huge. Similar to American Sniper. People weren't expecting it to make like $100 million in January. So this could be a big one, and I don't know. I'm probably wrong, but I have high hopes for this film, and I think Clint could really turn his career around and finish it with a bang. So those are the movies that I think have a good chance at the Oscars. Some of them are crazy predictions like this, and some of them people have been talking about. So I'm your kid critic Jack Mooney, and have a great day at the movies.